J Nova Club licenses 6 novels, 2 manga. Reincarnated as an apple. This Gyaru is head over heels for me. Rebuild world, more. J Nova Club announced on its industry live stream on Friday that it has licensed the following manga and light novel series. All manga will have their first chapters available on Friday. The first 2 parts of the first volume on all light novels will be available as well. Reincarnated as an apple. This forbidden fruit is forever unblemished light novel by Gato and Itsuki Mito. My name is Gaisuke Furutsu, and I died getting hit by a truck of full apples. Yes, I know, it's a cliche setup. Apparently, somebody upstairs fell asleep on the job. Anyway, as an apology, God lets me draw 5 cards of fate that are supposed to grant me superpowers in my next life. My first 4 draws are amazing, stuff like magic and an infinite inventory, but everything changes with the 5th card, a curse, that turns me into whatever killed me. I thought it was gonna end up a truck, but now I am Apple. Luckily, I made a friendly who can teach me how to move around. I also end up saving a wannabe adventurer, who just might be willing to take me along for the ride. Time for this overpowered Apple to get rolling. Peddler in Another World. I can go back to my world whenever I want, light novel by Hiro Shimotsuki and Takashi Iwasaki. After quitting his job at a toxic company, Shiro Amata moves into the house his grandmother left him in her will. There, he soon makes 2 life-changing discoveries. 1. His grandmother was really a witch from another world. And 2. Said other world is just on the other side of her closet door. Thanks to a book that she left for Shiro, he also manages to obtain an all-powerful skill called Equivalent Exchange, which allows him to turn money from his world into otherworldly currency and vice versa. With this, Shiro decides to set up shop and sell convenient items like matches to the colorful inhabitants of the other world. His plan, make a massive profit on the goods he brings from home to become so rich that he never needs another job ever again. An introvert's hiccups. This Gyaru is head over heels for me like novel by Yuichi and Kakachisaku. When the gorgeous Nanami Barato confesses to Yushin Misomai, it seems too good to be true. Ollie it is, and Yoshi knows it. How's an introverted guy like him supposed to keep his cool when he knows this is all just up there? Even more puzzling, despite her gaudy appearance, he supposed Gyaru isn't actually all that good with guys. Perhaps this is a perfect chance for this shy guy to pluck up his own courage and say yes to the guy's shy girl. So begins their new cosy life of morning meetups and handmade lunches. The thing is, judging by the law he's acting, Nanami has fallen head over heels for him. From dares and dating to downright disasters, can these 2 first times figure out their feelings and maybe even fall in love for real this time? Making Magic, The Sweet Life of a Witch Who Knows an Infinite MP Loophole, like novel, by Aloha Zachu and Tetobuta. Looks like I've been reincarnated into a game-like world filled with monsters and dungeons, but don't worry, it's nothing I can handle. I choose creation magic for my unique skill, you see? And it doesn't make me make whatever item I want, so long I've got enough mana. There's always a catch, isn't there? But where there's a rule, there's a loophole, and this little witch knows just a trick to expand her mana pool a bit more each day. As for what I'll be up to in the meantime, first I'll make a friend. Next, I'll make some tracks. And the sooner, the better. The goddess dropped me off in the middle of the wastelands. Then, finally, one day, I'll make myself a place where I can truly belong. That's the plan at least. Time to make some magic. The Invisible Little Lady Like novel by Chatsufusa and Fumi. On her deathbed, a sickly young girl wishes to be reborn, with a strong body that will never succumb to anyone or anything. Lo and behold, her wish is granted. Upon reincarnating into another world as Mary Regalia, she discovers her new body has maxed out attributes, from physical strength to defense, even magic. But wait, this isn't what she really wanted. All she longed for was a normal life. Baffled by God's choice to grant her wish in this most unexpected way, Mary tries to spend her days as uneventfully as possible. The hitch is nothing's harder than in living a normal life when you're absolutely invisible. The Mythical Heroes Outer World Chronicles light novel by Tatematsuri and Ruroya Miyuki. Unexpectedly summoned to the world of Alicia from modern-day Japan, Hiro Ogoro soon discovers this isn't his first visit. As a legendary hero King Mars, he once ruled battlefields, conquered nations, and founded the continent-spanning Grazian Empire before giving up all memories of his hard-won glory to return home to his old life. Now he's back, 1,000 years after he left, and his legacy is in peril. After a chance encounter with Princess Elizabeth von Grants draws him into a cutthroat struggle for imperial succession, Hero must don the mantle of the war god once more. Can he live up to his own legend now that Alicia needs him again? Rebuild World Manga by Kirihito Ayamura, Nahus, Jin Yish, and Cell. Hunters braid the ruins of a long-dead civilization at the behest of the corporate city-states who drift into its detritus. Amidst the decay lie powerful artifacts of ancient technology, eclipsing anything that corporations can develop. For a few successful hunters, the research for these relics is a road to untold riches. For most, it's a shortcut to slaughter at the hands of mutant bioweapons and robotic sentinels. And for those trapped at the bottom of society, it's the only way out. Akira is uneducated, underfed, and unprotected, just another homeless kid in the sprawling slums between the walls of Kokomayama City and the deadly wastelands which surround it. Relic hunting offers his only hope of cloning his way to a better life outside the slums. But his first desperate foray into the ruins threatens to end his brief life until he meets a mysterious incorporeal woman named Alpha. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill, Sui's Great Adventure manga by Momo Futaba, Renegoshi, and Masa. The spin-off of Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill is here, and Sui, the adorable slime, is the star. We join our interpret newborn in the middle of a graded forest. It's cowardly master attempting to make his way drone to the other side, raid on to experience the forest from a different perspective, spanning between meals and griffons, the potions and more. But be careful, children tend to get lost, especially in the dense and confusing woodland.